Hello, people of YouTube. My name is Steve Gray. This is Gray's Guitars, and thank you for watching. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, leave a like, and feel free to comment down below what you would like me to do for future music and guitar-related content. So, a little article here that I found online. Fender is making a Made in Japan header series and offering historical accurate looks and specs at an attractive price point. Now, let me tell you about the price point for starters. I don't personally think it's an attractive price point because these are going to be roughly about $1,500 when they come out. So that is definitely not cheap or mid-range by any means whatsoever, but maybe it is for you. But for me, I don't have $1,500 lying around just to spend it on a guitar. But I'm sure people will buy these things like hotcakes because they are going to be as close to original spec as possible. Very similar, kind of almost copying, pretty much exactly copying what Gibson is doing currently with their current lineup with the 50s and 60s. I'm just going to go ahead and scroll down here and kind of show you all of the models here. And it says the new instruments which are available in Japan only encompass Headeridge 50s, 60s, and 70s Stratocasters, the Headeridge 50s Telecaster, the Headeridge 60s Telecaster Custom, the Headeridge 60s Telecaster Thinline, and Headeridge 60s Jazzmaster. So these actually will only be available in the Japanese market, but I'm sure there are retailers that will buy a few of these up. So that way you can have access to them as well. They are also making a bass as well. So let's just go down to the models. So we got, they're all nitrocellulose too, if you're wondering about the finish. So no polyurethane. All these are 100% nitrocellulose. They are all spec'd to basically vintage specs. So you have a 50 style Strat, a 60 style Strat, a 70 style Strat, which this is the one that I'm kind of interested in the most. As you can see, it does have the CBS headstock. And the reason I'm interested in this the most is I am curious if they are doing the 3-bolt, because most of these 70 Stratocasters had that weird tilt adjustment thing, and then they had the 3-bolt as opposed to the 4-bolt. And we also have a 50s Telecaster, and that I personally really like this. It's like that white kind of see-through blonde color that you don't see a lot anymore on these types of guitars. There's a 60s Custom, a 60s Thin Line, so basically the hollow body. And then one of my personal favorites here is the Jazzmaster 60s style. And then you got the Precision Bass of 50s and 60s. Then you have the Headeridge Jazz Bass. So you got a Precision Bass, Jazz Bass, all natural Jazz Bass, and that's pretty much all she wrote for all of the different types of instruments that they're coming out with. This is kind of going to be nice for all those people that, you know, they kind of want an exact replica of what was made back in the 50s, 60s, or 70s, but can't afford a real one, and they don't want to go to the custom shop either because the custom shop can be extremely expensive. So in reality, for $1,500 for a nitrocellulose made in Japan Fender bass or guitar, I mean, these are gonna sell like hotcakes in my opinion, just similar to the Gibsons selling right now. Everybody wants to buy those 50s and 60s, so you have 3 different series in all of these to basically figure out what type you want. The only one that doesn't have like a 70s iteration, I believe, is just the Jazzmaster. So there's going to be 11 types of different guitars, multiple finishes across all of these different types of guitars, and I'm sure we will see a lot of people buying these things up. No problem. It'll be great to see what happens. Other than that, my name is Steve Gray. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a good one.